All right, guys, what's up? Good evening, my TTG faithful. Welcome, all of you guys, to another fine evening of another TTG live stream where we're going to be talking about a lot of really cool stuff. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Of another TTG live stream where we're going to be talking about. How you guys all doing tonight? Everybody good? How many of you, by show of hands, caught CLSK today? How many of you caught CLSK? The crazy all-day runner. Nice. Volley girl. Very nice. Johnny Bracco. Yes. Glenn, way to go. I know, Chuck. I know, man. Jersey Devil. I know. XRP Gal. I know. Well, guys, I'm sure you were all anticipating me to come out on this live stream and tell you guys about how amazing of a trade that I made in CLSK today. But guess what? I didn't trade the damn thing. I didn't trade it today. I did not trade it today. Sean, you crushed it today in chat, brother. Nice job. You traded that one very well. Very, very well. Glenn also. You too, Glenn. Great job today. Guys, the live stream today that I'm going to be talking to you about, it's going to have a lot to do with CLSK. Okay? It has a lot to do with CLSK. The main focus of this live stream is going to be CLSK and very, very, very important lessons about FOMO, about chasing, about discipline, and kind of the conservative mindset versus an aggressive mindset. And I'm going to break down for you guys the differences in those two trading styles. And we are going to talk about, we're going to break down that CLSK trade. We're going to go over the different entry points that there were. And then I'm going to explain to you guys why I actually did not trade it. Okay. With me tonight, I've got, as always, Jason Spatafora, the Wolf. Hey. So, guys, what I'm going to be doing is here for the first few minutes of the live stream, as always, I'm going to open up a blanket Q&A session, take some live questions for the first few minutes of the live stream, give some people to log on, and then we're going to dive into CLSK, the big runner, the all-day short squeeze, one of the best or one of the strongest follow-through moves that we have seen in a small cap in a little while. What we've seen actually in a lot of small caps lately, small caps have had their flashes. We've had a couple of days here and there where small caps are red hot. Then they kind of cool off for a day or two. Then they get hot again. We've kind of had small caps kind of going on and off, on and off, on and off. But what we've been seeing, the ones that gave us real fire lately, have been strong mornings, consolidation lunchtimes, and strong afternoons. CLSK gave us a strong morning and an even stronger lunchtime, which is not common. That's uncommon for you to see strong morning, even stronger lunchtime, and then a weak afternoon. Usually you'll see strong morning, consolidation lunchtime, strong afternoon. And there's very specific reasons for that. And there's very specific reasons why that's typical trading action. I'll cover that once we get into the CLSK trade. So for now, while I give time for people to log on, go ahead, guys, fire away. As always, blanket open Q&A. You have the floor while Jason and I are here at your disposal. Fire away, guys. Ask us questions, either myself, the Wolf, it doesn't matter, whoever you want to direct the question to, just fire away and we will we'll just get right to it. Wolf, right away, the Russ asked you about your love calls.
Yeah, I'm fine with them. I'm absolutely fine with them. Guys, a one-day move in transportation is not going to scare me. And like, yeah, I mean, look, I was trading it yesterday, traded it a little this morning, sold the open, reloaded. So I've got insurance. I mean, this is what you do when you're trading options. You have to manage the option. That means staying active. That doesn't mean like I'm just gonna hodl. You know, we have a tier strategy for taking profit for a reason. And you know, look, with options trades, I don't think I've called an option or a direction in an option that went wrong yet. But with what we're facing with transportation and you know the panic that it created with from Warren Buffett selling a month ago, that all of a sudden everybody is freaking out about this when there was filings April 6th. I gave myself more time to be able to manage the trade, which is why I've got an option that expires in 11 days. You know, if I had a weekly, the situation would be different. I'd be sweating.
Yeah.
Do I think it's going to hit $27 by tomorrow? Probably.
Yeah.
Am I willing to wait an extra day? 100%. So look, you know, I manage the risk appropriately. So I've got a backstop of taking profit beforehand, and you know I'm barely down anything. You know my stop loss on an option's 50%. I'm nowhere near that. You know, and I'm sitting on 200 and something options right now, and I'm not sweating it. You know, does that mean I'm just gonna like revenge trade it and throw caution out the window? No, but I'm gonna manage it. And at some point, shorts are going to have to cover.
Yeah.
And now Trump saying that he's going to open everything up, that's going to cause shorts to maybe consider taking profit and not watching profit dissipate. So I'm not worried about transportation. And you know, I even bought another 1,000 shares of American Airlines today. And when it comes to those stocks, I mean, Southwest is in the best position to do better than everybody else. I mean, look at the comparison. I mean, American Airlines is just I like it because of the liquidity, but it also reported a $2.2 billion loss, where Southwest recorded a $95 million loss. And they're profitable and they've got a strong cash position. So if I'm picking a winner in the airlines, it's Southwest Airlines, which is why I've got a monster position in them right now. So I'm not going to worry about one day. And it was the only thing I traded today.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried. You know,
I think. Go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say, like, if it goes down to 25, okay, then you know I rethink my strategy. But at some point, I'm going to catch. I'm going to catch that pop. I'm going to catch that cover, and I want to be positioned for it, which is why I've got options that expire May 15th and not May 8th.
Yeah. Guys, it's also really important to understand the level of sophistication in Jason's trading style with how he implements the tier trading strategy. What Jason is talking about how he has insurance on the trade. What he means by that is when he's entering an option trade, specifically understanding that the volatility on an option is going to be far greater than the volatility on the underlying stock itself. When he gets a move in his direction and in his favor, he peels some of that position off the table and books that profit. And then what he'll end up doing is, as that option price comes back down and that premium comes back down, he'll take that profit and reload it at a cheaper price, so that he's really taking profit and adding it to his position at a lower price. So it's not like he's leaving himself completely exposed. It's similar to when you're at a casino and you know, if you got $50, you're playing $50 and you know you hit blackjack or the dealer busts and then you win the $50. Instead of putting that $50 in his pocket, you know, he might take $25 put in his pocket and take the other 25 and add it to his bet of now 75. But his initial risk on the trade still remains that 50, even though now his position. So your bet your overall risk on that bet still remains 50, but you're betting with a $75 hand now. And that's the way that Jason kind of manages the risk on his options, by peeling a piece of profit off the table and then playing with house money on the position when he still likes the setup. And that is something that we discuss a lot in True Trading Group, which is the tier trading strategy. So members, you guys already know all this stuff. If you guys follow my channel for a while, you know all about the tier trading style. But a lot of people that are watching the live stream maybe have never heard of this. The tier trading strategy is designed specifically for two things, and that is to help you stay in winning trades longer and to help keep your losing trades small. There's actually a perfect example of how the tier trading strategy can help keep your losses small in one of the trades that I made today in GNPX. Perfect example of the tier trading strategy. Go ahead, Jay.
And let me just kind of give you like a real world how it worked out. My entry yesterday on the $27 call was at $1.45. I took profit at $2. Okay, it dipped. All right, I reloaded at 160, 165, and 155 on that. All right, I only using the profit. All right. Then I let the remainder, because it dipped a little further, and I loaded there. Now I'm in full position, the amount of money that I started with. Okay? End of the day, it runs back up. I start peeling it off at 175, 185, 190. Okay? It dips. I reload a tiny piece, hold it overnight. The open comes. I peel all that stock I bought that's over 160 off at $2. Then it comes back down. My first entry, my first option trade today on it was at 165, and I jump on the mic and I say, look, I've got a lot of insurance on this. I'm on the bid lower. I get in 150, 140, 130. And I've got a ton of insurance. For me to lose on this trade, now it's got to go to like 85 cents.
Yeah.
And even then, so my risk is zero.
Yeah.
And I've got time on it. Okay.
Yeah, guys.
Now I've got a bigger position, and I'm able to accumulate also 3 options in the process.
Yeah. And guys, I also, because a couple of you are talking about averaging down, and let me be a little bit more clear with what Jason is doing, because I always tell beginner traders never to average down on your position, because it requires a more advanced level of risk management that most novice and beginner traders don't have yet. Jason's a very experienced trader. So Jason can average down on his positions, but he does so with profit, is the point that I'm getting at. Jason is not entering the trade for the first time, and then it goes lower, he buys more, it goes lower, he buys more. What Jason is doing, the way that he's trading these options, is he'll enter a position, like he said, at 145, I think, was the first entry on the trade. It went all the way up to $2. He took profit. It came back down to 150, 140, and then he ended up buying back 150, 140, 130 with profit. So when he says I have insurance, he's treating all of these different entries and exits as one trade. Not, okay, I made a winning trade, now I'm entering a brand new one. Jason is trying to trade a broader based move in a stock. And when you have these intraday spikes and pullbacks, he's taking advantage of the spike in premium in the contracts. So if he says, I want to be long Southwest Airlines, and his game plan is, I think over the next 2 weeks, I think the airlines are going to bounce back. If that's his thought process, what Jason is doing is buying a call option on LUV, for example, and when the stock has a quick pop and the premium jumps on those call options, like it did from 145 to $2, he took profit at $2. Then the stock settles back in, the option comes back down to 140, 150, and he says, okay, I already took profit off the table. I'm going to reload that profit back in at a cheaper price. It's not that he's averaging down his original position. He's getting back in with profit at cheaper prices. because he still thinks that over the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a bounce back in the airlines, and he's positioning himself for that move. So it's really one trade. He's just managing it surgically. And this is the difference between an experienced trader managing risk on an option and an inexperienced trader, where I always tell them never average down your position, especially on an option, because if you don't have that experienced and advanced level of risk management like we're talking about now. Now, Jason and I have very different trading styles, but we're usually on the right side of the trades together. It happens a lot that Jason and I, think the same thing, or he thinks Apple is a good long. I think Apple's a good long. He'll think Tesla's a good long. I think Tesla's a good long. But just the ways in which we profit from these setups is very different. And this is the way that Jason likes to manage the risk on his options. And it's something that is definitely a more advanced option trading style. So I just want to be very clear with that when we're talking about this, and Jason and I are going over our trades, is that this is not necessarily something that I would recommend that someone that's brand new to trading, that has still not found success, is still in that learning process. I do not recommend that you average down on your option positions. You can get blown up that way, because there's a big difference between Jason saying, I'm taking advantage of spikes in premium and then pullbacks in premium as the underlying stock fluctuates still within the trade pattern that he's looking for. There's a big difference between that and I'm just wrong and the stock's going against me and you just continue to add to a losing trade. There's a big difference between those two things. And typically a beginner trader cannot make that distinction. So that's why I always tell all of the TGD members, I'm not just saying this to you guys, I tell all of our TGD members this. If you are a brand new novice trader, I do not recommend you average down on your positions, especially in options. Okay, but by using the tier trading strategy, Jason is able to reduce his risk and then still reload his position, knowing that he already profited from the trade. So he can afford that extra. He can afford to then buy those options back, knowing he already has profit on the entire trade. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions specifically about LUVE and about what Jason is doing with these options? I want to make sure you guys, it's very clear, because I don't want beginners to go out tomorrow and just start buy option at $1, then buy more at 80, then buy more at 60, then buy more at 50. I don't want to see you guys doing that. So I want to make sure that we're very clear on this.
Yeah, guys, and like I always tell people, especially when I do my one-on-ones, that first trade is the insurance trade. So on that first trade, I took half of my position. So when I got in at 145, I took half my position off the table, and either I'm going to be okay with the profit that I made and it keeps running, I'm not going to chase it, or I'm going to get that pullback that I'm looking for. So look at it, if I bought one option, right? So if I buy at 145 and then I sell it at 2, all right, I'm making a $55 difference. And then if I'm reloading it at 150, I look at that as I'm actually buying it at 95 cents because I've got 55 cents of insurance on that option.
Right. It's really, guys, it's very similar to, so the tier trading strategy that I implement, and Jason's implementing it also, it's just in a different way. So I use my tier trading strategy. What I do is I sell my position in 3 pieces. Okay. When I enter a trade, I identify 3 profit targets. Profit target number 1, I sell 25% of my position. Profit target number 2, I sell 50% of my position. Profit target number 3, I sell another 25% of my position. That first take profit for me, where I sell 25% of my position, I have not yet gotten the move that I'm looking for. Profit target 2 and 3, that's the real move that I'm looking for. Profit target number 1 is my insurance. Profit target number 1 is, let's say I buy a stock at $4 and the high of the day is 440. I think the stock's going to 470. I buy that stock at $4. It gets to the high of the day. I'm taking 25% of my position off the table at the high of the day, just in case the high doesn't break and the stock ends up double topping. In the event the stock double tops and pulls back down, I now have insurance on my position because I've already taken profit off the table. And I've also reduced the risk on the rest of my trade because my position size is now smaller. So not only have I reduced my risk since my initial entry, because now I'm only holding 75% of my original size, but I've also sold for profit. In that situation, if I sell at 440, long at $4, that's a 10% gain on 25% of my position. So now if the stock comes all the way back down to my entry price at $4, now I'm flat on the 75% of my position. I still have profit from the piece I sold. So now even if the stock drops to 390, I'm still net positive on the trade because of the 10% profit on the 25% of the position. That's what I mean by insurance on the rest of your position. It's similar to what Jason is talking about, how he has insurance because he's already taken profit off the table. And what the only difference between he and I is he's reloading that profit back into his position. I don't necessarily reload the profit back into my position. I just now sit comfortably in the 75% of my position size and I let the trade work itself out and reach profit target 2 and eventually reach final profit target number 3. This is the tier trading strategy that I implement in my own trading. Jason implements it in his, and this is what we teach in True Trading Group. And there's an entire chapter on the tier trading method in the advanced courses on the website. I learned the tier trading method at the hedge fund, guys, because when you're trading multi-million-dollar positions, you can't just buy and sell those positions in one keystroke. Like, I can't just say, okay, I want to sell $5 million of a stock and I'm going to do it in one order. Okay, as a trader, you work that order. You sell it in pieces where there's pockets of liquidity. You sell in pieces. And that's where I learned it. That's where I learned how to trade in tiers. Now, it's a little different when you're talking about, 7-figure positions like that at a hedge fund because you're using a lot more than just 3 tiers. You're literally scaling your way in and scaling your way out, and sometimes it can take several days for you to enter or exit a position, depending on liquidity and price action. So I've just I took that my understanding and my learning of the tier trading strategy at the hedge fund, and I tweaked it so it makes sense for my personal trading. And I just gave you an example of that. And that's the same type of style and strategy that Jason now implements in his trading. Okay. So this is what we mean. That's what we mean by I have insurance now in the rest of my position. You may have heard me say that in some previous videos on the YouTube channel where I'm like, hey guys, I took 25% of my position off the table here. I've now lowered my risk. I've got insurance on the rest of my position. Because now if the stock does pull back in, I'm not nervous. If I buy a stock at $4 and my profit targets are 440, 470, and $5. Let's say for as an example, those are my profit targets. And it gets to 440, I sell 25% of my position. If the stock pulls back to 410, I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous because I'm still green on the trade and I've got lower risk. I can comfortably sit in that pullback. If you're in full size, you might be jittery and say, oh man, I don't want to let a winning trade turn into a losing trade. And you're going to exit that position because you're still in full size. So by me reducing my risk like that and locking in profit, it protects my downside, locks in profit, and makes it easier for me to hold to get the rest of the move. That's what the tier trading strategy specifically designed to do. Okay, guys, if this sounds foreign to you, don't worry. It is explained in grave detail with several examples in the TTG curriculum, in the advanced trading courses that are available on the website. You guys will learn all of this stuff. Literally, when I say to you guys that the courses on the website are the same material I learned when I worked at the hedge fund, it's just a simplified version of it. You guys are getting a Wall Street education, same education I received working at a $500 million hedge fund. You guys are getting the exact same education, just a simplified version. That's all. I wrote these courses myself. It's literally the 3 months of training that I went through, simplified in video courses and text format on the website. So you guys will learn the tier trading strategy. So if this sounds foreign, don't worry about it. But if you follow my channel for a while, you know that you guys know that you're familiar with the tier trading strategy and which is a style of mine. Let's see. What else, guys? Okay, let me try to get caught up on some questions here because a lot of people were firing questions away while we were explaining that. Mike Herkins, you could follow my lead if you want, bro. Mike Herkins said, like, what's to prevent me from watching your lead do the deals that you are doing, Michael, and put in what I can afford? There's nothing stopping you from doing that, Mike. You could absolutely follow my trades. You know, a lot of TGD members they follow my trades. You can absolutely do that. My trades last several hours. So, you know, I'm not a scalper. So, you know, I'm not in and out within 15 seconds. It's very, very easy for traders to follow my trades in chat. I always come on the microphone and tell people what I'm going to do before I do it anyway. So you have a lot of times people get into trades before I do because I'll come on the mic. I'll be like, guys, listen, the stock just broke through high day. I'm looking for a pullback. If we pull back into 420, I'm a buyer at 425. And I tell people that. So then this is while the stock's at 435, 440. Then it pulls back to 420, 425. Other people are getting long, and then I get long, and that's it. You know, it's you can absolutely follow my trades, Mike, if you want. But I do encourage you to learn also. Trader for Life, thank you. Jason, Trader for Life says that we're the best. He says, thank you for the free content.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It is our pleasure. Why did the SPY sell off at 310 today with the increase in volume? Azan Akmal, great question. I will explain to you why the SPY sold off today. I actually bought put options. On the SPY this afternoon. The reason why the SPY sold off right here, guys, was is the vice chairman of the Federal Reserve was on CNBC, and he said a few things. The market, the market really didn't know how to digest what he said because he said good things and he said bad things. He comes out and says something good, which is, I think we could see positive growth in the third quarter, which would be fantastic because we're going to see like negative 30% GDP in Q2. It's going to be disgusting. So to have positive growth in Q3 is actually excellent. So that's good news. But then in the same breath, he comes out and says the stimulus, the fiscal and monetary stimulus that we've done so far is not enough. We're going to need more. Well, that spooked the markets and started to sell off because they've done, I can't even keep track anymore, guys. It was a 6 trillion. I don't even know. I can't even keep track anymore how much stimulus that between the Fed and the Treasury, between, how much stimulus that they've pumped into the economy. I can't even keep track, but it's a ridiculous astronomical. I think it's like over 6 trillion, something like that.
6.3, and they're adding another 3.
Yeah, 6.3. They're talking about adding another 3 trillion. We're talking about 10 trillion in stimulus. It's insane. I've never heard of numbers like this before in my life. This literally makes 2008 look like lunch money. No joke. I think the entire TARP program was like 800 billion. I think the entire TARP program was 800 billion, if I'm not mistaken, in 2008.
850.
850 billion. There you go. 850 billion in the TARP program. That was the program to help the banks, to save the banks. And this is just insane. So he comes on and says that that's not enough. So that spooked the markets. But then he comes on and says, but we're willing to do more. It's like, okay. So the stimulus we have is not enough. We need more, but you got our back. You're going to give us more stimulus. Cool. So it was like the market was very uncertain on really on how to digest that news. The markets are actually trading higher after hours, back up towards 287. But I actually went and I bought put options on the SPY right there. Okay, so right here is where I bought put options on the SPY. Once that interview broke, and then we had that quick pullback, I also was able to jump in those puts very quickly because I was looking for, guys, 289 to be an area of resistance. Why was I looking for 289 to be an area of resistance, which it was today? When I take you guys back, we'll go to a 15-minute chart just to make this easier. Look at all of this previous support you have here from April 30th. Okay, so all of that support right there, I was expecting that to be resistance today. So I'm already eyeing puts off of that resistance level. So when I saw intraday resistance, then all of a sudden I get Fed vice chair comes on CNBC and bang, you get that quick pullback with a nice increase in volume. I jumped in puts right there. I bought the 287 strike puts for tomorrow. I bought them right here. We were able to peel some off the table right there. I bought them at around 193 a contract, and I dropped them at $2.46 a contract, and I'm still holding some. I was looking for some follow through because we have major support here right around 285.80 to 286. So when I take you guys out, we zoom out here. I want to show you guys the previous gap fill, okay, that takes you down here to May 1st. Okay, so we filled this May 1st gap both to the upside and the downside. Okay, then as we look back, you'll see here an area of support on the 28th and 27th. So this is a key area, this 285.80, 286, key area for us. So that's why once we pulled in there this afternoon, I said, okay, that's my first take profit target. Took 25% of my position off the table right there. And now my real target is going to be a gap fill from today. I'm looking for us to fill today's gap. And I was expecting us to trade down towards 285 after the close. But we actually are traded. I haven't looked at the futures in the last hour, but the equity markets closed at around 287. So, the SPY is actually stubborn as all hell. And we are actually kind of holding up. We'll see how we open up tomorrow, but I still do have some of those puts. I have 287 strike puts tomorrow expiration. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, guys, but I wanted to just point that out to you. That was a good question that somebody just asked about, why did the SPY sell off like that? So I wanted to share that with you. Guys, I've got a lot of people that are asking me questions specifically about the tier trading strategy. Now that I'm scrolling through and I'm trying to get caught up with all of your questions. Guys, real quick, if I don't get to your question tonight, when this is over, we are this will load on the YouTube channel when the live stream is finished. So just go back and comment below if I don't get to your question. And I promise I'll get back and I'll answer all of your questions on the video once it loads. But a lot of people are asking about the tier trading strategy, and they're asking about like how to get one of the courses. So I'll just tell you guys right now. I'll share it with you guys now. I wasn't going to talk about it until later in the live stream, but since people are asking about it, right now for the month of May, you guys can get a 36% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership to TTG. So the 1-year membership, guys, to True Trading Group includes all of the courses. Okay, it includes all of the courses. So when you guys sign up to be a member of TTG, you get access to a beginners and a foundation stock trading course, an advanced stock trading course, a beginner options trading course, an advanced option trading course, a trader psychology course part 1, a trader psychology course part 2, how to thrive during a stock market crash. And you also get immediate access to all future courses coming out down the road. Okay, so there's no upsells with TTG. You guys get access to all of our courses once you become a member. It's just like Netflix. When Netflix comes out with a new series, a new documentary, a new movie, you get access to the show or the movie because you're a member. You don't have to pay extra for that documentary or for that show. Okay, there's no upsells with TTG. You guys get access to everything. So the tier trading course specifically, for those of you that are asking about it, it is in the advanced course section. So the beginner courses is really for you've never traded before, you don't know what you're doing, you need help literally from starting you from day one. Okay, basic chart patterns, placing orders, setting stop losses, like basic trading vocabulary, definitions, terms, helping you choose a broker, helping you with limit orders, market orders, like when you want to place the different orders, helping you with all of that stuff. That's the beginner foundation courses. Obviously, there's a lot more than that, but I'm giving you an idea of what's in it. The advanced courses gets into more my tier trading strategy, my risk management strategy, my favorite patterns, advanced technical analysis and technical indicators, understanding how different technical indicators work in conjunction with another, the trade line VWAP crossover, which I know many of you love, my TGD triangle pattern, which I know many of you love. So all of that stuff is included in the advanced course section. So there's an entire chapter on tier trading in the advanced course section. So what we're doing now is for the month of May, we're running the Memorial Day weekend sale for the month of May. And what I'm doing is it's a 36% discount on that 1-year membership. Okay. You guys can use coupon code TTG36. We just posted a link there in chat. TTG36 is the coupon code at checkout to give you that 36% discount. What we're also doing for those of you that sign up tonight only, I'm going to be doing a free one-on-one mentor session with you. So again, use coupon code TTG36 to get a 36% discount, get a free one-on-one with myself. Or if you guys want a one-on-one with the Wolf and you want to talk to the Wolf about cannabis stocks, you want to talk to him about option trading or how he got the name Wolf, however, whatever you want to talk to him about, you guys want to do a one-on-one with him, use coupon code TTGWolf36. Okay, guys? So one-on-one with me, TTG36. One-on-one with Jason, TTGWolf36. All right, guys? Oh, nice. Vlad did it. I haven't even checked the futures market in the last hour. So you said futures dumped a little bit after hours. Thanks. Okay, nice. That would be nice. We'll see what happens.
Not that much. Don't get too excited.
No, all right. Damn.
It's like 0.4% or something.
All right.
That's nothing.
Oh man. No, D Carter. No, D Carter, you're wrong. So D Carter, what you're paying for is a membership. You're paying for you're paying for access to the chat room, the trade alerts, text message alerts, email swing trade alerts, and the entire TGD curriculum. You guys have to understand when you guys are signing up, not only are you getting chat room access, all of our trade alerts, you're also getting the entire courses, which are the same courses I learned working at a hedge fund. So for less than a cup of coffee a day, you're getting the same education I received working at a $500 million hedge fund. You're also being in chat with myself and other professional traders throughout the day. The one-on-one mentor sessions is something that I do with individual members, but it's not free. Because if I just gave free one-on-ones to every single member, I wouldn't be able to trade. I would have 50 one-on-ones every single day. Okay, so we schedule out those one-on-ones for members that want them. We are including a free mentor session for those people that sign up tonight. Okay, so again, if you guys want that one-on-one mentor session and a 36% discount, you're going to use coupon code TTG36. For the Wolf, you're going to use TTGWolf36.
Yeah, and guys, let me say something about the cost of TTG. If let's say you come in, you have you got five grand. Let's say you kept your bar mitzvah money, all right, or from a lemonade stand, who knows? You're like, all right, I want to play in the biggest casino in the world, which is the stock market. If you just go in blind, yeah, you could have some success, but most likely you're probably going to lose like 30% of that just making stupid mistakes that otherwise you didn't have to make. Let's say you've got bigger size, all right, and you've just, you hit some winners, but you want to be more consistent. It's going to save you a lot more money than the cost of a year membership. Plus, you're also going to have, instead of 2 sets of eyeballs, you're going to have 500 sets of eyeballs looking at the entire market. That's how we caught CLSK. It wasn't from me. It wasn't from Mike. It was from a member. You're going to get the value in it. The coursework on its own should be $1,000.
Yeah, more. More.
Yeah, it should be a lot. It should be a lot more. It's like an MBA for trading.
Yeah.
I use the coursework, and I know what I'm doing, but I'm like, man, I could have done this better. So it's useful to me. It saves me money.
Exactly, guys. Nice. Danny, bro, I see you, Danny. Danny, your birthday is coming up May 12th. Happy early birthday, brother. If I don't see you or talk to you until May 12th, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll talk to you either in chat or on YouTube. But Danny, happy early birthday. Alexis Martinez says, what's normally the stock price range per stock that TGD normally goes after? Alexis, we trade everything. So, Alexis, we trade small caps, we trade mid caps, we trade large caps, we trade ETFs, we trade options, we trade futures. So, we have, some traders that trade the penny stocks and they trade those $1, $2 stocks. Others trade mid caps, large, like I said, large caps, options. I trade everything. The only thing that I don't trade is crypto. I don't trade crypto and I don't trade Forex. Okay, but I trade everything, and I don't trade commodities. Like I don't trade like corn or coffee or anything like that, or wheat. I don't trade anything like that. But I will baseball cards. But I will trade like oil futures. I'll trade gold futures. I will trade S&P futures. I'll trade ETFs. JNUG, oil ETFs, gold ETFs, volatility ETFs. I trade the TVIX. I trade large cap options. I'll trade options in Tesla, Apple. I'll trade Boeing, the stock itself. I'll trade Roku. I'll trade, the cruise lines. I'll trade the airlines. I'll trade, I trade everything. Yeah. I trade everything, Alexis.
And Alexis, it's not about what are the price of the stocks that you're buying. It's what is the ROI you're after. Because whether something's a penny or $100, it only matters what the percentage gain is. Like cost of the equity is irrelevant. Unless, we're talking about like, hey, I really want to buy Amazon. My account's not that big,
Yeah.
Any reason you don't trade crypto? Yeah, because crypto sucks.
Listen, Ross, I hate crypto. I am such a crypto bear. You guys are, Ross, you're probably going to kill me for this one because I feel like you might like crypto. I hate crypto. I hate Bitcoin. I hate Litecoin. I hate Ripple. I hate every single altcoin that exists. I think they're all garbage. I think they're totally worthless. I do think there eventually will be cryptocurrency, but it's not going to be some unregulated wild, wild west currency. I think the World Bank, I think the development banks, the International Monetary Fund with the U.S. Treasury Department and other major banks, the UN, I think you're going to get, cryptocurrency will take shape and take hold, but with control over governance. You're going to have, the U.S. government, the World Bank, the IMF, they're going to control the Federal Reserve. They're going to control the cryptocurrency market. It's not going to be some random, free for all where somebody can just log in and hack your Bitcoin wallet and steal $5 million from you. And there's not a goddamn thing anybody can do for you. It's a joke. So I don't think that there's any future in it. I think it's a nice hedge right now for what's going on in markets and what's going on with the Treasury pumping stimulus and kind of printing money and what's going on with gold and what a lot of people are talking about, what's going to happen to the strength of the US dollar, and that uncertainty in currency markets is attractive for Bitcoin right now. But all it takes, I think, is for, the powers at be, so to speak, to develop a cryptocurrency that actual people trust using and that banks will actually accept. Imagine a cryptocurrency that is transferable between JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi, Capital One, Santander. Like imagine a crypto coin that is transferable all around the world through all of those major money market funds. What the hell do you need Bitcoin for? To not trace where the money's coming from? So criminals will use Bitcoin and the real world will use a regulated currency that's actually backed by governance. So that's why I hate cryptocurrency. I'm a huge crypto bear. Even when Bitcoin went to 20,000, I was telling every person that I knew, please sell your Bitcoin. Nobody listened to me. They lost all the money that they made. Bitcoin's had a nice bounce back. If you guys are long Bitcoin and it goes back to 20,000, I still tell all of you to sell it. I don't think that there's a, 10, 15 years from now, I don't think we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. I think you have a greater chance that we're talking about some more regulated version of a crypto market. And if that's the case, what do you need Litecoin for? What do you need Ripple for? What do you need Bitcoin for other than to mask your identity and to mask the transaction? So that's why I hate crypto. So that's why I don't trade it. That's why I don't trade it.
I don't think you're going to see John McAfee eating his dick anytime.
No, you're not going to see John Mac. No, I don't think that's ever going to happen. For those of you that don't know what Jason's talking about, John McAfee said he was going to eat his dick if Bitcoin didn't go to 100,000. So he thought Bitcoin's going to 100,000. I say he's a complete moron.
When should you sell your stock to get your profit? I just saw that. It depends on how greedy you want to be. Look, you got to look at it like in simple terms, right? If you had your money in a really good hedge fund, maybe you're getting a 20% annual return. If you make 20%, on something, like after 20%, I'm taking profit. I'll take profit after 10%. It doesn't matter. You have to look at it in terms of a long-term timeline, right? If let's say you're 25, you're going to be trading for forever if you don't blow yourself up and just turn yourself off to it. The way that you grow your account is by hitting singles and getting occasional doubles. Maybe, one day you hit a home run. But if you're trying to just squeeze as much profit out of a move as possible, you're going to end up watching it go back down, and then you're going to revenge trade it to get it back. What everybody in pop stocks did and why everybody blew themselves up.
Yeah. I'm getting we got some good questions here. Some people are saying some good stuff. Lee Riggs goes, one day the creator is going to walk to his computer, press Control-Alt-Delete, and everyone's at zero. Alex Leclerc says that's not how Bitcoin wallets work. They have very long passphrase and deep protection messages. They do not have deep protection message. Ask that to anyone that has gotten their wallet hacked. They do not have deep protection methods. A good hacker can just go into a wallet and steal Bitcoin. And it's happened hundreds of times that people have lost millions of dollars in Bitcoin that were stolen out of someone's wallet. And the worst part about it is, Alex, it's not backed by anything. Like if you had $10 million of Bitcoin sitting in your wallet and someone hacked you tonight, there's not a single thing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. The money's just gone. It's just poof. That's it. So I don't like it. We got Antonio. Welcome to the group. Antonio Castillo just joined. Antonio, welcome, brother. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. Antonio just joined.
I'm pretty sure I closed Antonio.
Nice. Antonio, welcome to the family, brother. Welcome to the family. Anthony Castillo says, is there an app for the TGD member dashboard? Great question, Antonio. We are actually, I'll just share this with you guys now. Guys, part of the reason why we're doing a 36% discount for the month of May, the regular price in June is going to go up because we're adding a ton of new features to the TGD website in June. So starting in June, we are adding a simulator. So you can actually, on the TGD website, you can paper trade with a simulator account. We're adding real-time level one quotes data included in your membership. You will have the ability to access a level 2 real-time data subscription directly on the TGG website. You will also have the ability to buy and sell stocks directly from TTG's website. It's the same software that is on Yahoo Finance. So the same software Yahoo Finance uses, we've gotten the okay after a vetting process to use that software, so that if you're on our website and let's say you're researching Apple, right? You're researching Apple right from the TGG website, because on our website, you have an analyst report and a stock profile section. So you guys can type in like any ticker that you're interested in. Let's say you're interested in Apple. You can type in Apple. A downloadable PDF report will pop up for free. You can do this 1,000 times if you want. It's free. And included in that report is an analyst section. The analyst section compiles all of the analyst ratings for the stock. Let's say 25 analysts cover Apple, it'll show you how many have a strong buy, a regular buy, a hold, a regular sell, a strong sell, price targets, all of that. Expected earnings, corporate announcements, dividend payments, earnings announced, like all of that stuff is included in that report. So let's say you guys wanted to go to the site and you're looking up Apple and you're researching Apple and you decide, wow, this is great. I'm going to buy the stock. You can click, it'll say buy, sell, and you can click on, it'll open your trading account and place the trade in your trading account without having to leave our website and go and enter and open up your brokerage account in a different web browser or in a different tab and log in. You can connect it with the same software that they have on Yahoo Finance. So these are all features that we're adding in June, and is part of the reason why the regular price for a membership in June is going to go up. So that's why it's a perfect time for you guys right now to get the 36% discount. And if you sign up tonight, you get a free one-on-one. So if you guys are going to sign up, it makes sense to do it tonight. But another thing that we are going to be implementing, which I don't know if it's going to be ready yet in June, Anthony, but it is something that's currently in development, is a mobile app for True Trading Group. So you guys will be able, Android or iPhone, you guys can download the TTG app, and you will actually be able to select, this is something we're working on, to select which trader you want to receive push notifications from. So now during the day, instead of getting a text message or on a day trade or an email on a swing trade, as well as a text message on a swing trade, you can get a push notification directly through the app. And the app is going to be connected to our chat platform so that in exactly real time, because right now with the text message, there's probably a 30-second delay. By the time the text message sending software sends all of the text messages, and by the time you open your text and read it, there's probably a 30-second delay currently. With the mobile app, because it's integrated directly into our chat platform, every time that I execute a trade and that the alert goes out in chat, at the exact same moment, simultaneously, a push notification will come through your app on your cell phone. Okay, so there will no longer be any delay receiving trade alerts on your cell phone. So if you guys are not in chat during the day and you can't be in front of your computer, or maybe you're home from work right now because of coronavirus, but then you're like, well, what happens in a couple months when I'm back at work and I can't be in front of my computer? The push notifications will be real time. So you guys could actually keep your mobile app. You'll get a push notification. You can open the mobile app. You'll be right on your member dashboard, and you can actually set buy sell right from your mobile app. These are all features that are currently in development that we're working on. So that is why in June, the regular price is going to go up. So that's why I'm telling everybody, if you guys are thinking about joining True Trading Group, sign up now, get a 36% discount for the month of May, because June prices are going up. And if you guys sign up tonight, you get a free one-on-one with either myself or the Wolf. To get a one-on-one with myself, use coupon code TTG36 at checkout. And to get a one-on-one with the Wolf, use coupon code TTGWolf36. So I want to just tell you guys kind of about those features that we're adding. It's going to be cool as hell. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Lonnie Herzog, if you're not receiving text messages, Lonnie, just send an email to info@truetradinggroup.com and just let us know you're not receiving text messages, and we will we'll get that taken care of ASAP.
It might just be that you have to tell your carrier to let them through.
Yeah, Lonnie, it's probably with your carrier. You might have your carrier blocking like commercial texts or something like that. So it might be something with your carrier that you'll have to contact them for, because when you sign up to TTG, your cell phone is automatically added to our text database. So you'll start receiving text messages 1 second after you become a member.
How long is the one-on-one? It's an hour, and sometimes it goes longer.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, it's 1 hour. Big ways, it's 1 hour. But listen, man, I'm not sitting there with a stopwatch, and neither is Jason. I've had one-on-ones that went an hour and a half. I just want to make sure I get through as much of your questions as possible. Somebody else asked earlier also, what's covered in the on the one-on-one? It's whatever you want. So the way the one-on-ones work, once you got, like, let's say right now you sign up, you become part of the TGD family, you're a member. Tomorrow you can contact Elena, who's our customer service rep. She also trades futures. She's a beast. But when you'll just contact her and say, hey, I want to schedule a one-on-one with Mike. And she'll say, okay, Mike's next availability is May 11th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Does that work for you? Yes, no, okay, here's the next time, and they'll just give you my open slots for one-on-ones. And what you will do is, what I suggest is send an email to us prior to our one-on-one with a list of questions or topics that you want to discuss. This way, I can prep for our one-on-one so that we don't waste any time on that one-on-one, and I want to make sure that we get through your entire email. So if you have 15 questions on there that you want to talk about, I want to make sure that we get through all 15 of them. So that is typically how a one-on-one goes. If you want me to review your trading, we do that as well. I have people connect their trading accounts to TraderView. That's View spelled V-U-E. So TraderView.com. And that gives me a detailed look at all of your trading. And I will just download the analytics report and the statistics report from your trading on TraderView. And I will review your trading and identify weaknesses, strengths, and where we can make some tweaks to try to better that P&L and get to a spot where you want to grow to and develop and progress as a trader. So that's typically how a one-on-one works. And that's what is included for free if you guys sign up tonight. Yes, Miss Tiny Trader, I suggest that. So Miss Tiny Trader 88 just signed up. Miss Tiny Trader, you just signed up 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Tiny Trader, I think you signed up on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Hey,
let me answer this question. Daniel Paris asks, how long do we have to schedule the one-on-one? You could schedule it immediately, or what we suggest is going through the coursework. That way you've got a better grasp of what we're saying. But yeah, you've got, if like you signed up today or, last Tuesday or whenever we were running the free one-on-one, you've got time. You're in the system, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we usually recommend, like Miss Tiny Trader, what you were saying, I love it. Miss Tiny Trader, because I always suggest people go through the courses first because I want to make sure we get the most out of our time together. So if you send me, you might have a list of 10 questions, but maybe 6 of them will be answered if you go through the courses. And then you can ask me different questions. Like you can say, Mike, okay, like this part of the trade line VWAP crossover, I'm not really clear on. Or like this specific part about options, I'm not really clear on. And we can talk in more detail rather than me just sitting there answering your questions that you're going to have those questions answered as soon as you go through the courses. I want to make sure you get the most value out of our time together so that you walk away. My goal is for every single member to walk away from a one-on-one session a better trader, a more confident trader, okay, with more knowledge than they had prior to our call. And I want to make sure that you get the most out of it. So that's why I recommend going through the courses, because some of your questions might be answered just from the courses themselves.
Yeah, and guys, we're also available. We're available during the day, through email, through Twitter. So for some of the people that I've had one-on-ones with, I actually had a one-on-one with somebody a couple weeks ago, and then they were just like, "Hey, I'm still making some stupid mistakes. Can we discuss?" And I was like, "What's your number?" Just called them up right then and there. We spoke for like 20 minutes. We're not like trying to just get the one-on-one over with. Like we take it seriously, because if we don't take it seriously, then you're not going to take it seriously. So, we're here through all kinds of, except for like carrier pigeon. I haven't worked that one out, but we'll take your messages and your emails and everything like that.
Nice.
Did we touch rings when we? Why did we decide to touch four? So wait, you're asking why Mike and I decided to form like Voltron? Honestly, I'll tell you, it was kind of easy for me with everything going on in the market and just Twitter just being a cesspool of just people not listening. It just made sense, and I wanted to be within a group of people that actually wanted to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I mean, Jason and I have known each other for many years. We're friends. And you know, we talk almost every morning about, okay, what do you think about the SPY? You think we're bouncing today? You think we're pulling back? What are you targeting? You're looking at Boeing, you're looking at Apple, you're looking at airlines, you're looking at cruise lines. Like, we talk, you know, in the morning, and we talk about game plans and what we're doing. So, I mean, we trade together kind of already, even before we decided to join forces. And you know, it's Jason's a damn good trader, and I like to think that I am too. And we joined forces because we both share the same level of education and experience, and it was a very easy marriage kind of for us to just kind of join forces together. And he was looking for um, a group really that focuses on education, and that was more concerned with learning and making money than they were focused on trolling people on social media. You know, a lot of people just waste their time during the day trolling people on social media, and that's not going to make you any money. What will make you money is getting a professional education and trading with people that are like-minded and looking to better themselves, and in doing so help better you. And it was a very easy decision for us to just kind of join together.
I still troll people
though. Jason does still troll people. Manuel Lopez is asking, what are the two discount codes? Okay, so Manuel, what the discount codes are is it's a 36% discount for the month of May. If you sign up tonight, you get a one-on-one included for free, a one-on-one mentor session. If you want your one-on-one with me, use TTG36. If you want a one-on-one with the Wolf, use coupon code TTGWolf36. Thanks, Tags. You got to have fun while you're doing it, man. You got to have fun while you're doing it. Oh, hell yeah, Manny. We really do care. Manny, that's what we spend. So that's why we say it's a 1 hour one-on-one, but Jason and I are both guilty of doing like hour and a half one-on-ones because we're just, you know, first of all, time flies. Like, I love talking about this stuff with you. In case you guys can't tell, like I have so much energy and I have so much passion. I love answering your guys' questions. I can talk about this stuff all day long. Like, my fiance gets so pissed off at me because before coronavirus and everything happened, we were at a wedding, and instead of me like on the dance floor, like dancing with her and having a good time, I was talking to two of the groomsmen like in the back corner about options. like I'm that guy. Like, I live, breathe, eat, sleep trading. Somebody actually in chat today asked me, Mike, when do you plan on retiring? Because we have a lifetime membership for True Trading Group. I'll just tell you guys about the lifetime membership. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'll just tell you guys about the lifetime membership. If anyone's interested in a lifetime membership, we have one. Our lifetime membership is a 60% discount, and it includes 4 one-on-ones per year. So every quarter, we do a one-on-one where I review all of your trading for the quarter. And we start to look at where we can make changes, where you're making mistakes, what are your strong suits, what are your weaknesses, and we talk about how we can make changes. So the lifetime membership is at a 60% discount, okay? A lifetime membership, which obviously will last you as long as you guys are a member of True Trading Group. And this is how it came up. Is somebody asked me, Mike, when do you plan on retiring? Because they just signed up for a lifetime membership. And they're like, Mike, when do you plan on retiring? And my answer was like, retire. I was like, man, I'm going to be on my deathbed, 85 years old, pressing the keyboard, trading stocks. Seriously. But if any of you are interested in the lifetime membership, it's a 60% discount. It's available on the website. And it includes 4 one-on-one mentor sessions, and that's just under $4,000. It's $3,996. That is a lifetime membership. You get lifetime access to all of our courses, all future courses. You get 4 one-on-ones a year, and you also get access to obviously all of the new features that come out as we come out with new courses down the road. So if any of you are interested in a lifetime membership, I don't usually advertise it or talk about it. It's usually something that people sign up. They're with us for like 3, 4, 5 months. They realize that they're never going to go anywhere else. They sign up for a lifetime membership because it saves them money. We have a lot of members that have been with us since day one. We started TTG about 3 years ago. We have a lot of members that have been with us for 3 years. The turnover rate in True Trading Group is very, very, very low. This is not something that it's a numbers game. It's not a revolving door. It's not people sign up and they leave. People sign up and then they leave. Our relationships are built in True Trading Group. I've developed friendships with a lot of our members. I've gone out to dinner with members. I've gotten drinks with members. I've gone golfing with members. I've been to Vegas with members. I've gone jet skiing with members in Miami. Like I have, we develop relationships, and once people get a real education, they realize that there's nowhere else that they'd rather be trading. With a group of people that focus on a real education, not a gimmick, and people that genuinely care about each other's success. So we have a lot of members that choose to upgrade to a lifetime membership. But if any of you are interested in it, I might as well just tell you guys about it. So if you guys are interested, it's a 60% discount while we're running the 36% discount on the 1 year. Roughly how many hours would it take to go through the courses? Grace, everybody goes at their own pace. I'd say the average time, people that, they'll do it maybe 1 hour here, 1 hour there, like 2 weeks. But there's been members that have completed all the courses in 1 weekend. Like I've had members that on a Friday night, they started the courses, they did them Saturday, they did them Sunday. By Monday morning in chat, they're like, Mike, I completed all the courses. And they're talking to me about this. Everybody goes at their own pace, Grace. So it really depends. If you just like kind of sporadically do it, I'd say probably 2 weeks. But it is possible to go through the entire curriculum in 1 weekend if you just sit down, really anchor in and say, I'm going to do this. No, Patrick. No, Patrick. So Patrick's like, wait, it's 60% off of 1065. No, so 1065. Okay, guys. So let me just clarify pricing. A typical 1 year membership is $1,665. Right now, we're giving a 36% discount on that. So it's $1,065 for the year. That includes all of the courses. Okay, including text message alerts, swing trade alerts, access to all future courses, the app, all the new features that I was talking about earlier. It includes everything. Okay, the analyst reports, all of it. The lifetime membership, okay, which includes the one-on-ones every quarter, that we're giving at a 60% discount right now, but that comes to a lifetime membership price of $3,996. Okay, that is a lifetime membership. You guys are members for life. Okay, you guys are members for life with that. And you get 4 one-on-ones included a year. So every single year we'll do every quarter. Usually the way that the lifetime members do it, the lifetime members will do one one-on-one because there's 4 a year. They'll do 1 each quarter. And what we'll do is like after Q1, we'll review trades. After Q2, we'll review their trades. After Q3, we'll review their trades. After Q4, we'll dive in to all of their trading and identify where they can get better. If anyone's interested, guys, if any of you are interested in a lifetime membership, I didn't want to come on and really talk about it that much, but somebody was asking about it, so I brought it up. If you're interested in a lifetime membership, just send an email to info@truetradinggroup.com. Not to be confused with True Trader. I have no idea who this True Trader group is, but everybody has been talking so bad about this guy. And he took our name. He took our name. So we are True Trading Group. TrueTradingGroup.com. Info@TrueTradingGroup.com. If you guys are interested in that lifetime membership.
All right, yeah, let's get back into some stock talk.
Yeah, let's talk about CLSK. Hold on. Yeah. So let's talk about CLSK today. So we talked about the membership and everything. You guys get the gist. Let's talk about CLSK. CLSK today, guys, was a massive, massive short squeeze. Oh, guys, there you go. Okay, there's the link. If any of you are interested in a lifetime membership, there's the link. It just got posted in chat. I know, XRP Gal. They even have they're using our colors too. It's like, who are you guys? They're trash, though. They're trash.
In the day when I started WolfOfWeedStreet.com, there was somebody that tried to do the same thing and left his whois open, didn't make the domain private.
Yeah.
And I had one of my Twitter followers send a pig's head to his front door with balloons.
Wait, that's awesome. Wait, Nick, that is hilarious. Nick says, yeah, True Trader is garbage, but that's how I landed with you guys. So Nick must have saw some advertisement for True Trader, and then in a Google search or a YouTube search came across True Trading Group and found us. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Hey, guys, I don't know anything about this True Trader, but we have gotten so many complaints from True Trader, and people contact us looking for truetrader.net. And we're like, no, we're truetradinggroup.com. We are not the same people. And they're like, oh, what are you guys about? So I don't know anything about them. Okay, like, I don't mean to talk smack on anybody. I don't know anything about them. I have no idea if he's a good trader or not. I just know that people have been hitting our customer service line up and like, truetrader.net, I want my money back. And I'm like, guys, we're truetradinggroup.com. You're talking to the wrong people. So let's make that clear. Now, guys, let's talk about CLSK. Let's get into some of the trading aspect of this. I took enough. The Q&As always go longer than I expect them to because I want to answer as many of your questions as I possibly can. So sorry I went so long on that. Nothing Original goes, whoever they are, they suck, but we all found the right channel. Tell us what you know and let us pick your brain. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. But again, I'm not trying to talk smack on anybody. So like I said, in all fairness, I don't know them. I'm just telling you that we're not the same group. But like I said, I don't know anything about them. I'm not trying to talk smack. All right. But let's get to CLSK. So guys, CLSK, just a major short squeeze today. And I'm going to preface this talk with, I actually didn't trade it today. I know. So many of you are probably going to be like, what? You guys are probably like really looking forward to a trade recap on CLSK, but I didn't trade it. I wanted to. I just couldn't do it. And I'm going to preface this talk with something mental. And it's the difference between a conservative trading style and an aggressive trading style. I'm a conservative trader. It has absolutely nothing to do with position size. I trade with very large size, but I'm still a conservative trader. It has to do with style. You can trade with a $500 account and still be an aggressive trader. You can trade with a $5 million account and be a conservative trader. Okay. It's all about your style. Conservative traders like to get long on pullbacks into support. Conservative traders like to get short on bounces into resistance. Aggressive traders like to get long on breaks through resistance. They like to get short on breaks through support. That is the biggest difference between a conservative trader and an aggressive trader. It's entry points. It's entry zones. You have conservative entry zones and you have aggressive entry zones. You have to decide what type of trader you are. There's pros and cons of each strategy. I'm a conservative strategy trader. Now, the pros and cons of a conservative trading style is, let's go over the pros first. I can very easily control my risk because I'm buying on pullbacks into support. I'm shorting on bounces into resistance, meaning I'm entering my trades very close to my stop losses. So it's very easy for me to say, this is my risk. This is how much money I'm going to lose if I'm wrong. And that allows me to get bigger position size because I'm closer to my stop loss. So when I'm right, I end up making a lot more money because I have bigger position size because I'm closer to my stop loss. And when I'm wrong, my losses are defined and controlled because I'm so close to my stop loss. So it's very rare that I'll get blown up or I'll take a huge loss. That's the pros of a conservative style. The cons of a conservative style is that sometimes you're going to miss a move. When a stock has major momentum and it's a major short squeeze, sometimes those pullbacks are very, very shallow. Very, very shallow. Because when you're getting a pullback on a stock that has massive momentum, you're going to get, not only are buyers stepping in to get long, but shorts are stepping in to cover. And that results in very shallow pullbacks. So there were a couple of instances in CLSK where I loved the setup. I said, here's my entry, and I never got my pullback. An aggressive style trader, let's talk about the pros and cons. The pros, we'll start with the pros first of an aggressive style. An aggressive trader will rarely miss a move because they chase the stock higher and they buy it as it breaks through a resistance point. So they'll rarely miss the move. Okay, that's the pro of an aggressive style trader. The con of an aggressive style trader is that because you're buying into resistance, it's very easy for you to get caught in a failed breakout when that resistance does not break. And now, because you're buying into the resistance, you're so far away from the support level, meaning you're far away from your stop loss. So as an aggressive trader, you're going to tend to take bigger losses. You're going to tend to have much less control over your risk if you're an aggressive style trader. So there's pros and cons of each. Okay, I'm a conservative style trader. That's what I like that, because when I weigh the two strategies, or not really two strategies, it's two styles. Okay, they're not strategy, it's a style. Conservative style versus aggressive style, and you can implement that style in various trading strategies. So it's really a trading style. So what you guys have to think about, or what I think about when I say, okay, out of aggressive and conservative, what makes more sense to me? And I look at, okay, well, there's the two pros. Okay, cool. Let's look at the two cons. On one hand, I've got the con of this style is I'll miss moves sometimes, meaning I just won't make money. That's the con. When I look at the aggressive style and I say, what's the con? The con is I can't clearly define my risk. If I get really big position size, I'm gonna really get hurt because my stop loss is very far away. So when I weigh those two, I go, don't make money lose more than I want to. Don't make money, lose more than I want to. That to me is an easy decision to make. That's why I'm a conservative style trader. The best traders in the world will always tell you, you need to be more concerned with how much you're going to lose if you're wrong, rather than be obsessed with how much you're going to make if you're right. If you are obsessed and infatuated with how much money you're going to make if you're right, you are going to struggle for years to come. Risk management is everything when it comes to trading. As a trader, you guys have to understand, successful traders, they're not successful because they have some magic ball, this crystal ball that tells them buy this, sell this, buy this, sell this. Successful traders, your job as a trader is as follows. Use the education, the knowledge that you have gained to identify high probability setups. Just saying that's a bull flag is not enough, because I can show you a shitty bull flag and I can show you an amazing bull flag. One of them maybe 50-50, could go up, could go down. The other one, maybe it's 65-35, could go up, could go down. Which setup would you rather be in? Obviously, the one that is the extra 15 points in your favor. All you can do as a trader, because there's no pattern that works 100% of the time, all you can do is scour the markets with your knowledge and education and identify that's a high probability setup. There's a greater chance that the stock does this rather than that. I'm going to enter this trade. And all you can do is manage your risk. And if you're wrong, you stop out, you take your loss, you keep it moving. If you're right, you have your profit targets 1, 2, 3. You get 2, 2.5, 3 times your risk. So 2, 2.5, 3 R on your trade. You take your profits and you keep it moving. That's what trading is. Trading is not being a hero. There's no style points in trading. Okay? There's no style points in trading. I don't care if you didn't trade CLSK today. Maybe you traded something boring as hell, like Walmart. You made $1,000 today. Good job. Good job. You don't have to trade CLSK. You don't have to be a hero all the time. You don't have to beat yourself up if you missed a stock that ran 200%. Because guess what, boys and girls? Just because a stock goes up doesn't mean it's a good trade. It's a grave misunderstanding if you think just because a stock goes up, you should have bought it. Wrong. You should only buy it if it's a grade A setup with a higher probability of it working in one direction or the other, and you could clearly identify your risk. You have at least 2-to-1, preferably 3-to-1 risk reward, and it enters your buying zone that fits your trading style. And if your buying zone is never reached, it's your job as a trader to be disciplined enough to not break your strategy and not break your rules and not fall victim to FOMO and not chase a stock higher. Now, yes, you might say, Mike, you're a moron. CLSK went from $1.75 to $4.50. What the hell are you talking about? Of course you should chase it higher. And I'm going to say, that's great. Come show me your P&L at the end of the month and I'll show you mine. Because yes, CLSK worked out. If you chased CLSK today, you made a ton of money. And that's awesome. But this happens 1 out of maybe every 100 stocks. What are you going to do for the other 99? Because the other times that you chase the stock higher, It's not going to give you this all-day follow-through like CLSK did. It's going to give you one move, maybe two, and then it's going to be done for the day. And then what are you going to be doing? You're going to give back all of your profits you just made in CLSK by developing a bad habit, falling victim to FOMO, chasing a stock higher, buying the top, getting caught in an aggressive pullback, stopping out of your position, and you're just going to give back all the profits that you just made trading CLSK. So as much as it pains me to say, guys, I didn't trade CLSK today, I did not get the entry zone that I was looking for, and I'll be damned if I was going to fall victim to FOMO and allow myself to chase the stock higher. Now, let's say I did chase the stock higher and I made money today. I promise you, the money I'm going to save by not falling victim to FOMO, staying disciplined in my trading, not chasing stocks, the money that discipline is going to save me over the life of my career is infinitely greater than the money I would have made today trading CLSK. Because let's also be honest with ourselves. Are you going to buy CLSK at $1.75 and sell it at $4.50? Do any of you really think that's what you would have done today? Do any of you think you would have bought CLSK there and sold it there? Do any of you really think that? Not a chance. Now, maybe you could have traded it multiple times. Maybe you buy it here, then you sell it here. Maybe you buy it back here, sell it here. Maybe you buy it back here, sell it here. And that would be excellent trading on your part. You would have traded that very surgically. It would have been a great job. Would have been a great job. But what I'm telling you is that for my style, I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't comfortable with my risk reward. I felt my downside risk was too great. And because I wasn't expecting this to move to 450. So when I'm contemplating, entering a trade in here, it's like, I'm not thinking 450 is my upside. So I was never really comfortable with my risk reward. And remember, it goes back to your job as a trader. Identify high probability patterns and setups with good risk reward, with at least that 2 to 3 risk reward. So if you're risking, let's say, 50 cents, you better be making at least $1 if you're right. Preferably $1.25, $1.50. That's good risk reward. That's what I mean by 2 to 3 times your risk reward. Okay? And if you don't get the pullback into a support zone or a buying zone, so to speak, that you're comfortable with, that fits your trading style, it's okay to let it go. There will be more. There will be more CLSKs. There's going to be way bigger than CLSKs. You're going to have stocks that are going to go from $3 to $30 in a single day. I've seen it. You've seen it. BLPH, DCIX, okay, KTCX or whatever that one was last year. I mean, it happens. It happens, but you can't make your trades based on the 1 out of 100. Stocks that move all day, those are outliers. That's not typical trading action of a stock. You need to be disciplined so that you can make money the other 99 times that a stock doesn't do what CLSK did today. And you have to be okay, like I am. I'm totally okay that I didn't trade CLSK today. Am I bummed out? Would I have liked to have traded? Of course. But I'm more kind of proud of myself that I stayed disciplined and said, I'm not comfortable here. We're not getting the pullback into my buying zone. I don't like my risk reward. And I stayed disciplined and I did not make the trade. That discipline is going to save my ass many times over and save me way more money than what I could have made if I did chase CLSK up today. And that's what you have to be okay with as a trader. So that's really the main thing I want to talk to you about CLSK. Probably not what you guys were thinking. You probably were expecting to come on here and be like, I bet Mike bought this at $2.25 and sold it at $4, and you were getting ready for his monster trade recap. And I'd be like, boom, and I'll be showing you guys my trades. And no, it didn't happen today. And I'm okay with it. And this is the reasons why I'm okay with it.
Yeah, guys, and to what Mike's saying, right? How many times have we seen, especially in the last month, all right, people chasing these coronavirus stocks, making huge gains and not ripping any profit off? And then what happens? The thing gets halted and they blow up their account. Right?
Yep.
So it's the only thing that matters is having good habits that are going to last you for your entire trading career. If you start taking shortcuts and start chasing stuff like CLSK, or, that was for Mike today. For me, it was X. So it was US Steel. Just crushing US Steel all week, crushing. I pulled profit off yesterday. I was out at 60 cents. I was happy about that. Thing ran to $1 today.
Yep.
Did I want to chase it? Of course I wanted to chase it. But I'm like, I just don't, I can't buy it up here. I can't buy it on this move. I don't believe in this move. This move is too strong. It's got to pull back. And I have to go back to, the lessons I've learned trading that specific stock and chasing it. So, and the best advice I give you, especially on this one, and X is the cautionary tale of FOMO, right? I traded X last January. I made 330 grand on it. Just trading X, just trading options on X. All right, 331,000 to be exact. It never had two back-to-back red days. The one time it had two back-to-back red days, what did I say? I said, you know what? I'm going to be that unusual call volume that they call out on CNBC. I bought 5,000 call options. All right? I was that guy. What happened? Trump skipped out on a meeting. The thing gapped down. I got smoked. I got absolutely smoked on that position by getting greedy. And I gave back 250,000 of those gains. So this is why you have to be disciplined, and this is why, you can't get pissed over. It's what I tell people every day. If you miss out on a move, cry into your pillow at night, and nobody goes broke taking profit. Because trust me, it's a lot worse when you're crying about blowing up your account or being up and then being down for no reason other than your greed. I'm dropping the mic.
Boom.
Where did we learn this discipline? Honestly, the discipline comes from losing money.
Yeah.
And doing an audit of why you lost money.
Yep.
It wasn't until
Exactly.
I lost my first $100,000 that I made my first $1 million. And that's the God's honest truth.
Yep.
Trading.
True. Facts. Guys, same guys, and same goes for me. Same thing goes for me. I got my discipline, and I think my discipline and my patience is one of my strongest characteristics as a trader. I think it's one of the things that I do the best. It's one of the things that I think I am in an advantage that I have over other traders, is that I think I have tremendous patience and tremendous discipline. That's one of my strengths as a trader. You should also know what your strengths and what your weaknesses are. Okay? Those are some of my strengths. And it wasn't until I got my losses under control. I was a very emotional trader in the beginning of my career. You guys all know the keyboard story. You guys all know the keyboard story. I'm going to tell it again, damn it, because it's a great story. And even if you have heard it, I'm sure you're going to hear it again. You're going to laugh because it's a damn funny story. But those of you that have never heard it, I'm going to tell it to you again. I used to be a very emotional trader when I was younger. While I was working at the hedge fund, I got caught in a really bad position, and I was getting smoked on a position. I was getting my ass handed to me. Long story short, I stand up from my desk and I snap my keyboard right in half. Like, keys from the keyboard went flying. The space bar, letter P, Q, semicolon, like keys went flying everywhere. And I screamed to our IT guy, who's like a 6'6", 320-pound, like I think he was Samoan. I'm not even sure what nationality he was. This huge dude. And I go, Ruben, I need a keyboard. I still laugh every time I tell the story. Oh my God. Not one of my proudest moments. Nonetheless, my boss, my senior portfolio manager at the time, kicked me off the trading floor. I wasn't able to trade for the rest of the day. But after the close, he came in and he sat down in our trader lounge and he talked to me. We sat down for about an hour and a half and he had a conversation with me, and that conversation changed the entire direction of my trading. And then, it wasn't until that talk that I started to really excel. And when I started to get my emotions under control, that's when my P&L and my performance at the hedge fund drastically started to improve. And that's when that very next year is when I received Trader of the Year award. Okay, I received the Trader of the Year award in 2008, 1 year after this talk with my boss, who was my mentor. Okay, so I also had a mentor. Like, you guys might look at me or Jason as your mentor, and I'm honored for you to consider me your mentor. But I also had a mentor when I was developing as a trader early in my career. But getting my emotions under control and getting that discipline with risk management and sticking to my stop losses, that's what made the difference for me in my trading. And I saw the difference in my performance at the hedge fund, which allowed me to receive the Trader of the Year award. But now fast forward to 2009, after the stock market crash, 50% of all hedge funds went out of business. My hedge fund closed. Okay, my hedge fund closed after the 08-09 crash. So I was trading on my own. Now, it was a different mental battle that I was going through trading on my own. I had this skill set, but I thought I had a safety net, because I was like, I thought I was hot shit. I was like, I'm a young trader on Wall Street. I've got a sick track record. I've got a Trader of the Year award. My resume is fire. I'll get another job. Wrong. I was competing with people for the same position that had 5, 7, 10 more years experience than I did, because literally the hedge fund industry was cut in half. So all the half of the industry was all going for the same jobs. So I wasn't able to get another job. And it wasn't until I got my discipline and my emotions under control that I cracked $1 million. And it was like this progression as a trader that I had to go through. It's like I almost went through this mental maturity twice. It's like I went through it at the hedge fund when I was trading with their money, but then once reality set in and I was trading for myself, it's almost like I had to go through that process again. And there was a moment, I'd say about 1.5 years, almost 2 years in, where I started to struggle, because it was right around the time that I realized, wow, I still haven't found another job, that I really might have to do this to continue to pay my bills and live and trade for my own. And that added a little pressure to myself. And emotionally, I felt the pressure of, okay, well, now I'm not just trading just to make some money. Now I'm trading to live. And that's when I started to get tighter on myself. I started to put more pressure on myself. I started to feel more uncomfortable in my trades because of this added pressure. And once I started to control those emotions and really go back to everything that I went through with my mentor. And at this time, I was still in direct communication with my mentor. We talked almost every other day. He and I would talk. We would still meet up in the city. He lived out in Long Island. I lived in New Jersey. We would meet in the city. We'd go to dinner. We'd have drinks. And like we were still very, very, very close. And his mentorship and his guidance is what helped me get all of that under control and get that level of maturity. And then once I got that under control, guys, my P&L just started to skyrocket. And that's when me as a personal trader, I started to climb the ranks. And that's when I noticed progression in myself as a trader, not only on a P&L level, but on an emotional and discipline level. And that's what makes all the difference. The difference between a successful trader and a struggling trader is that mental discipline and that ability to suppress emotions and become more robotic in your trading. Everybody sees the same stock charts. So why can I look at a chart of Tesla? You'll look at a chart of Tesla. I'll make money and you'll lose. Most of the time, it's because I'm able to control my emotions better and think more robotic. How many of you have entered a trade at, let's say, $5? You set your stop loss at 470 and you say, I'm going to take profits at 475, 6, and 625. And you buy the stock at $5. It goes down to 490, 485. You start to get really nervous. It goes back to $5. Then it comes back to 485. You start to get real nervous. You're like, oh man, this thing doesn't really look good. Let me just try to lose as little as I can. I'm going to exit right here at 485. Even though before you enter the trade, you said my stop loss is 470. How many of you have done that? I guarantee you more than half of you watching this live stream are guilty of doing that. And that's because you're trading with your emotions. If I had a computer and I said, okay, computer, buy the stock at $5. Here, your stop loss is 470. Your profit targets are 475, 6, and 625. And I enter that order sequence into a computer, what do you think that computer is going to do? Do you think it's going to sell when it gets to 45 because it's nervous? Of course not. It's not going to do a goddamn thing until the stock either gets to 470 or gets to 575. Everything in between means nothing to the computer. That's where you have to get to in your trading. That's why it's so important for you to identify your risk before you pull the trigger. That's why it's so important for you to manage that risk and be disciplined with that risk so you can stay in the trade. If I go into a trade and I say, okay, I'm going to buy 10,000 shares at this price, my stop loss is 50 cents away. That means I'm risking $5,000 on the trade. I buy 10,000 shares, I risk 50 cents, I'm risking $5,000 on the trade. I know that going into the trade. So now, when I enter the trade and I buy it at, let's say, $10 and my stop loss is $9.50, when the stock's sitting at $9.70, I'm not panicking because I knew going into the trade, if I'm wrong, I'm going to lose $5,000. I know that going into the trade, and I'm okay risking that dollar amount. You have to be okay with that dollar amount that you're risking. If you're not okay with that dollar amount, you have too much position size. You need to lower it. So now when I'm in the trade and I'm down, my P&L, I'm down $3,000 because the stock is slowly pulling in, I'm not panicking. I'm okay. I'm okay. My emotions are under control. You're not going to just buy a stock and it's just going to immediately go in your favor. That's wishful thinking if every time you think you're going to buy a stock, it's going to just go higher immediately. And you're not going to deal with any pullback whatsoever. Wishful thinking. If that's what you're trying to achieve, sign off the live stream, close your brokerage account. I'm doing you a favor. You have to be able to control your emotions and be disciplined. And that discipline starts with risk management, which takes me back to why I'm a conservative style trader, because I like that risk management that a conservative style trading brings you and the control that it brings you. Okay, guys, I hope all of this stuff makes sense. I'm telling you guys, what I'm sharing with you right now is gold. It is verbal gold. Nobody will talk to you about this stuff, but you want to know what the difference maker is? This is it. This is the difference maker. This is what made a difference for me. This is what made a difference for Jason. Nobody else talks about this stuff because they don't even know. You making 500 grand a year trading, or you making 5 grand a year trading, or you losing 50 grand a year trading, it's not a better understanding of technical analysis. Once you understand technical analysis and you can identify good setups, the rest is mental. If you're a trader right now, let's say you're an experienced trader. Let's say you've been trading for 10 years. And for the last few years, you've made 250 grand. Last year, you made 220 grand. The year before that. This year, you're on pace for 260 grand. But you want to get bigger. You want 400, 500, 750 $1 million years. Like, you want to get bigger. The way for you to get bigger is not, let me understand VWAP better. Let me understand Fibonacci levels better. If you're making 250 grand a year trading, you already understand Fibonacci. You already understand VWAP. It's this that you need to work on. It's this practice, this development, this maturity that's going to get you to 500, 750, a million. Not the technical analysis part. Technical analysis part is in the first 3 years of your trading. After 3 years, your technical analysis is going to be pretty solid. It'll get better over the next couple of years. It'll get better, but it's not going to be some massive jump that's going to cause a massive jump in P&L. What causes the massive jump in P&L is the mental progress that you make as a trader, which is why the trader psychology courses are so critical. It blows my mind when I have TTG members tell me that, Mike, I've been a part of this group, this group, this group. They've never talked about trader psychology. And I'm like, what? It's the most important part of trading, guys. Humans are born to be shitty traders. You're not supposed to be a good trader. You have emotions. You have irrational thinking. Computers are just analytical and statistics. Analytical and statistics. There's nothing in between. It's all math for them. That's why computers are better traders. That's why if you can make a successful trading algorithm, you'll get hired by Goldman Sachs and you'll make $3 million a year, no problems asked. I can't develop a successful trading algorithm, so I got to make that money on my own. And this is how you do it, guys. This is the difference maker. This is how you do it. Okay? So again, those trader psychology courses are specifically designed to get you to think more robotic, to get you to suppress the emotions, think more robotic, think more analytical, and be more consistent in your trading and be more disciplined in your risk management, because that is what makes all the difference. So if you guys are ready to take advantage, get the courses, go through the trader psychology courses. I actually did a survey with members. Members say that the majority of our members say their favorite courses are the trader psychology courses. If there's any members that are watching the live stream right now, comment in the chat, guys. Comment in the chat. Tell me what your favorite courses are for members. I know we have a lot of members that are are joining me on the live stream. I see a lot of you in here. So if you guys are part of TTG, comment in the chat. Let people know what your favorite courses are. Don't take my word for it. Listen to people, listen to members. Members, you guys type away in chat. You tell me the importance you think trader psychology, what your favorite courses are, and how you've progressed and developed mentally as a trader, and if you think that that's made a difference so far in your trading being part of TTG. Okay, you guys comment. So for those of you that are ready to take the next step and join the family full time, use that coupon code, get that 36% discount. Again, we are including a one-on-one mentor session for anyone that signs up tonight. So if you guys want a 36% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership, that'll get you access to the chat room for a full year where I share my screen. I'm on the microphone. Jason's on the microphone. We're calling out all of our trades before we make them. Key point there. I'm not I don't, place a trade and then call it out a minute later. I tell you what I'm doing before I do it. You get a full year of text message alerts, a full year of email swing trade alerts, a full year access to the stock profile, analyst report section, the premium blog, all of the courses, both current and new. You guys, when you become a member, you get access to all future courses. There's no upsells ever. When you become a member, that's it. You're a member. You get access to all of our content. I'm constantly coming out with new course material. Every time I come out with a new course, you automatically get access to it as a member. There's no upsell for the new courses. And take advantage of this discount, guys, because in June, the regular price is going up because we're adding a ton of new features to the website. The features we're adding are going to be a trading simulator. We're going to be adding real-time level 1 data. We're going to give you the option to get a level 2 real-time data subscription right on the TTG website, so you don't have to have a separate subscription with a different service for level 2 data. You can have it right on your TTG website. It'll also be at cost. So all these other companies, they charge you a spread. So we worked out a deal with Quote Media to give you guys real-time level 2 at their cost. Okay. So there's no update. So it's going to be cheaper than if you went and paid for it yourself at a different service. That I can guarantee you. It'll be cheaper than any other place that offers level 2. Unless you get it for free with your broker because you place enough trades. They'll give it to you for free. So that's something else. We're also going to be adding the ability for you to buy and sell directly from the website, just like at Yahoo Finance. So Yahoo Finance, you can actually click buy, sell. It's connected to your brokerage account. You can actually place the trade right there from the TTD website instead of having to exit, go to a different tab, different browser, log in. You can do it straight from the website. And then, like I said, we have that mobile app that's in development. I don't know if the mobile app will be ready for June, but within the next couple of months, that mobile app, both Android and iOS platforms compatible, you guys will be able to download the app, and there's going to be a ton of new features in the app as well. So with all those things that we're adding to the website, the price of a membership is going to have to go up. So take advantage of this discount now, guys. Get a 36% discount. Use the coupon code TTG36 for a one-on-one with myself and a 36% discount. If you want a one-on-one with the Wolf, use coupon code TTGWolf36, and that'll get you the 36% discount and a one-on-one with the Wolf. You can use that one-on-one whenever you want. You can schedule it next week. You can schedule it 10 months from now. It's whenever you're ready and whenever you decide you want to do your one-on-one. We're here, ready and willing to help you. Okay. Okay, guys. So that's it. That concludes our live stream for this evening. I want to thank each and every single one of you for joining Jason and myself. I love these live streams with you guys. You're all amazing. If I did not get to any of your questions, I know you guys ask so many questions. I try to get to as many as I can, but we'll be on here for 10 hours. What I would like to do is anyone that wanted to that asked a question that I did not answer, this live stream will be posted on the YouTube channel shortly after we conclude here. And I want you to comment below that video, and I promise I'll get back and I'll answer your questions. What I want everyone to do for me right now, if you guys appreciate the info and the live streams and the live Q&A, if you appreciate all the info that I put up on the YouTube channel for you guys, I want you to hit that like button for me. Let me know how much you guys appreciate what we're doing here at True Trading Group. Let me know how much you appreciate the content. Hit that like button for me. Don't let me down. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell with your mouse to make sure you guys don't miss any more videos or live streams that I come out with on a daily basis. Okay? So again, guys, anyone that signs up tonight, you've got 1.5 hours left. If you sign up tonight, you get a free one-on-one with myself or the Wolf. And for the whole month of May, you guys can get a 36% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership or a 60% discount on a lifetime membership, which includes 4 one-on-one mentor sessions per year. And that's really it, guys. Okay? So thanks, everyone, for joining me. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I love all of you. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Yes, micropogs airbags deals for current members that are ready to renew their memberships. Micro, you can either talk to Elena in chat or you can send an email to info@truetradinggroup.com and we'll get your renewal taken care of and we'll hook you up. Okay? Do you get no. Musavi, we don't get commissions. No. Farzan M. Musavi is asking, do we get commissions when you guys place trades? No. We're not your broker. This is a software that Yahoo Finance uses where directly from Yahoo Finance's website, you can get into your brokerage account. Okay, it's a software Yahoo Finance uses that we've been approved for. So you will be able to access your brokerage account directly through our website. We don't make a commission on your trade. Your broker makes your commission. We're just giving you the back channel access to your brokerage account so that you can do everything in one place. So my goal is to have members from one place, from their member dashboard in True Trading Group. They can get analyst reports, enter the chat room, read the courses, get the premium blog content, get level 2 data, get level 1 data, and place a trade. I want you to be able to do all of those things in one place rather than you have a scanner over here, you have your brokerage account over here, you've got your chat room over here, you've got your news feed over here, you got your level 2 all the way over here. I want you to take all of that and put it in one place. Okay? That's what we're working on in June. Okay, guys? So that's it, gang. Thanks for joining me. Again, guys, 36% discount. Take advantage of it. If you sign up tonight only, you have an hour and a half left. You get a free one-on-one with myself or the Wolf. If you want a one-on-one with me, use coupon code TTG36, or you can use coupon code TTG36 tomorrow, but you will not get the free one-on-one included. So you can use TTG36 to get a 36% discount, and anyone that signs up tonight gets a free one-on-one. Use coupon code TTGWolf36. That'll get you the 36% discount and a one-on-one with the Wolf himself. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Again, if I did not get to your question, comment on this video once it loads up to the YouTube channel, and I promise I will get to your answers. I'll get to your questions, and I'll answer them. For my usual TGD fam that joined me on the live stream, thank you. I love you all. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. For the rest of you, good luck trading the rest of the week. I'll see you guys in chat.